Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the Trading Chief, and as you can see, it's the profit section in the Bank of Billy Discord. I had a pretty good day overall. Markets ran up pretty well. It hit the had a false breakout on the Dow Jones at 33.7. I ended up getting rejected down pretty hard at the last 30 minutes of the day. So overall, it was decent. We had some good gains, and yeah, but really, this video is I wanted to talk about a stock that's got an upcoming FDA on May 9th. And that stock is going to be, the ticker is going to be PLX, and that's Protalix Biotherapeutics. And take a look at it real quick, because it closed currently flat in the after hours. It's at $2.43. But I mean, if you go back and look at this thing, right? Let me zoom out just a little bit. I mean, I'm sure this is some reverse stock splits somewhere in here that ran these numbers up so high, but I mean, look at it. $1,000 down to $6.25, back up to $5.50, and now it's trading way down here. Its lowest point was at 70 cents. And it's trading way down here at $2.43 at the close. So I'm not saying this is a squeeze play or anything like that, but I don't like the meme stocks. I don't want this to be a meme stock. I just want to trade the news, you know. So let's get into it. Let's look at the news articles that I found and want to bring to your attention. So look at this. Protalix and Chisi resubmitted the FDA application for rare disease treatment. This is on November 30th of 2022. It says Protalix is an Israel biopharmaceutical company, and Chisi Global Rare Diseases, a business unit of the Chisi Group, have resubmitted a biologics license application for Paguna galactidase alpha, PRX-102, a drug candidate for the treatment of adult patients with Fabry disease. Fabry disease is a rare enzyme deficiency that afflicts 1 in 40,000 people worldwide. Patients who have Fabry are unable to break down the fatty substance GB3, leading to an accumulation of GB3 in the blood vessels, and symptoms including impaired blood circulation, which ultimately end in organ failure. The resubmission of the BLA represents a significant milestone for Protalix, and we believe it is a meaningful potential for patients and families affected by Fabry disease. Protalix develops treatments from its proprietary plant cell-based expression system, or ProCellEx. Its drugs candidate PRX-102 is a modified recombinant A galactidase A enzyme that would allow the Fabry disease patient to digest GB3. The resubmission of the BLA for drug candidate PRX-102 involves a rigorous, so it's a resubmission because they submitted it prior and then they decided to add more data to it. So because they had to add more data to it, it's now considered a resubmission of the BLA. As I said, it involves a rigorous and comprehensive set of data on the therapy. Protalix is confident moving forward, as it was the first company to receive Food and Drug Administration approval of a protein produced through a plant cell-based expression system. So I'm pretty excited about this one. I think it's going to do really well once it goes through its FDA approval. And it gets BLA approved. And then I wanted to look at another news article, this one right here, because this is positive news about this. This came out on February 24th of 2023, as you see here. And it's talking about the European Commission decision anticipated in the beginning of May of 2023. And it says that Chisi Global Rare Diseases is a business, which we already read about. Talks about PLX. announced today that the European Medicines Agency, or EMA, Committee for Medicinal Products for Human Use, or CHMP, adopted a positive opinion recommending marketing authorization for PRX 102, the first and only pegylated enzyme for the treatment of adult patients with Fabry disease. PRX 102 is a novel recombinant human A galactosidase A enzyme being investigated as an enzyme replacement therapy for the treatment of Fabry disease. The positive CHMP opinion was based on a marketing authorization application, MAA, that includes positive data from a comprehensive set of preclinical, clinical, and manufacturing studies evaluating PRX 102. The clinical development program includes the completed phase 3 Balance, Bridge, and Bright clinical trials, the phase 1 and 2 clinical trial, and ongoing related extension studies that combined represent more than 400 years of exposure to PRX 102. PRX 102 has been studied in more than 140 patients, consisting of both ERT naive and ERT experienced patients, and includes a head-to-head trial versus a galactosidase beta, which I guess is some other drug. The CHMP opinion is now referred for final action to the European Commission. The final EC decision on the MMA is expected to be in the beginning of May 2023. So the FDA BLA application will be reviewed on May 9th. So just wanted to bring that one to your attention. And then I wanted to look at one more article, but not that one. That was a misclick, sorry. One more article, which is by Seeking Alpha, which I'm surprised you can even read it because they tried to hide everything. Protalix undervalued on CHMP recommendation of PRX 102 for Fabry disease. Now, this is written on February 26, 2023. The stock has risen slightly from this date. It was trading at about $1.60 then. It's now, as we said, at $2.43. So, based off of this, it may no longer be undervalued to them, but I think it's still got a long ways to go once it does its thing. It says Protalix and Chisi received a CHMP nod for PRX 102, which we just read. It says it's got an FDA PDUFA date of May 9th, 2023, which I already mentioned. It says there's still unknowns, but PLX stock is a bargain now that it is de-risked. And it did do a reverse stock split, as you can see here, which I mentioned because I didn't think it was anywhere close to $1,000 stock. So I just wanted to see if they even mentioned a price point in here. I doubt it. Most people can't put their name to a price point. At the end of on February 24, 2023, the stock closed at 182, giving it a market cap nearly 86 million. It now seems highly likely. Nah, they didn't put a price to it. Nah, they can't put their reputation on the line. Seeking Alpha sucks. Alright, so I just wanted to bring this to your attention. I want to go to their website and take a look at their pipelines just so I can show you. They got other things in their pipeline coming up as well. They got a Allodonasis Alpha, or PRX 110, that is in phase 2. And then if you go back and we look at the news articles, they just announced something for their phase, the PRX 115. First patient dosed in the first in human phase 1 clinical trial for PRX 115, and that was on March 21st, which you see right here, PRX 115. So they got another one coming up for PRX 119, but these, you won't see anything from these for a long time. So just want to bring these to your attention. Stop being crazy. I want to click on this. PRX 102. Here's the balance studies that we mentioned earlier. It says we're currently evaluating the safety and efficiency of pregabalin alpha 1 milligram per kilogram dose every 2 weeks and assessing its effects in favored patients with declining renal function versus the currently used enzyme replacement therapy. In the bridge study, we're currently evaluating the safety and efficiency of pregabalin alpha 1 milligram per kilogram dosed every 2 weeks in favored patients previously treated with this other drug, Replagal. And then in the BRIGHT study, it says we are evaluating the safety and efficiency of pregabalin alpha 2 milligrams per kilogram dosed once every 4 weeks and assessing whether patients maintain clinical stability after being switched to this regimen from currently used enzyme replacement therapy regimens dosed biweekly. So all three of those had positive outlooks on them, and then they turned this data into the FDA in order to have a better chance of getting their BLA approved. So and if you want to take a look at their website, it's protalix.com, and then you just go into their pipeline, and here's their stuff. You can come over and look at this yourself. So I'm pretty bullish on this one. As I said earlier, it's a rare disease. I know the last time I did was RET, R-E-T-T. When we talked about that one, when it was FDA approved on its rare disease, which was, I'm sorry, it wasn't RET. It wasn't R-E-T-T. The rare disease was Rett syndrome. I made a video on it. I don't remember what the stock was at the moment, but it ended up exploding for a 90% parabolic move to the upside. So I imagine this one will do. It's not going to go to $90 like that one did, but I imagine it's going to have a similar movement, just a parabolic move, probably between 70 and 90% upwards. So, like I said, just want to bring this one to your attention. If you like this content, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. And if you got something you want me to look at, leave it down in the comments. Leave me a message. Let me know if you're gonna get this FDA approval on for May 9th. All right, appreciate it. Have a good day. Thanks for watching.